聚焦中美文娱资讯，对话艺术先锋人物。欢迎来到对话好莱坞，我是主持人美晨。最近一部全亚洲演员阵容的影片上映各大院线，受到了中美影迷们的一致好评。这部影片就是《The Farewell》。故事发生在一个华人家庭中，女主角比利的奶奶被诊断患上癌症，但家人选择隐瞒奶奶，假借一场婚礼的名义，让所有的家人回家，其目的是见奶奶最后一面。但在纽约长大的比利却认为，知道自己的病况是奶奶的个人权利，因此他与自己的家庭上演了一场中西文化的冲突。这个故事有笑有泪，用丰富的细节展现了人物的内心状态，不仅带给华人观众们很强烈的共鸣感，同时也让外国的观众了解了东方的家庭文化。本次我们邀请到《The Farewell》的导演和主演团队做客对话好莱坞，和我们一同分享台前幕后的故事。
I think it just came from a place of it's such a great story, it's so universal and so personal, and what the story necessitated was this kind of filmmaker, this kind of team, this kind of cast, and I think that's the best way to sort of organically represent the community is to find those stories that can really sort of spread, what it is about us that's so special, but, for other communities to connect in the same way. Yeah, I think it's just the beginning. There's so many more stories to tell and so many more special filmmakers who are getting the stories out there. Yeah, I mean, the story was incredibly relatable to me just personally. I tell Lulu all the time, I'm just first and foremost a fan of her and the story, and a lot of the family sort of dynamics and even some of the things that happen, I can really relate on the personal level, which made it all the more special to be able to make it with her.
It feels incredible. I was there when Crazy Rich Asians screenings were being let out and people were crying tears of joy, tears of representation, something that they've been missing their entire lives. This movie, it's different. It's a different kind of representation. It's more specific, and I think it means a lot. It resonates with people, and I think that's the most important. I studied Chinese a lot. I didn't grow up speaking Chinese, so I studied it a lot. And, I thought that there would be, things that I would need to know or things that I was lacking. And I think that what it really came down to was empathy for the story and having my own grandma, in the back of my mind. So, yeah.
I related a lot to Awkwafina's character. Every time I go back to China, I feel like my family just sort of pressures me into getting married and having kids. And also just make fun of me for not being able to speak Mandarin very well. And then the last time I went actually was last year, and I stayed in an Airbnb, and it felt very much like Awkwafina's character's experience, staying in a hotel and just sort of feeling the loneliness of being between two worlds.
I think you'll be surprised. I think you'll be overwhelmed. I think you'll be taken by the film in a very meaningful way. I think you may even see a little bit of yourself in it. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. I mean, it's really a pleasure to work with a cast that you don't have to explain yourself. That's kind of helpful. So a lot of times, I'm the only one in the cast that happens to be Asian American. So a lot of questions, a lot of curiosity of who I am. But in this case, we didn't have to go through those kind of rudimentary, elementary kind of questions, And and again, really to go to China to film really for the first time. So it was really exciting and kind of unique.
因为我的家，这是长春的。我是生在哈尔滨的，我妈妈就在隔壁1个小时，对，所以说就是回家，很大一部分回去，我一有时间都会回去看看我妈妈，很有帮助。因为我觉得很重要的，因为我们是一个中国移民，所以他不是说像你了解演香港，我演的就是我自己的生活，所以在现场有很多说，有的时候我说这个不对，中国大陆我们不这么处理，所以很多真的是你看了吧，你觉得是不是非常真实的反映中国？因为我们剧组里很多都是真实的中国人，导演露露和王他的父母帮了他很多，就是我觉得他这戏很大的不同，和我演过其他的中国的戏，中国的其他的有很多就是不完全中国哈，不完全 Chinese。
What's wrong, Dad? Please tell me.
Your Nana's dying.
She doesn't know, so you can't say anything. The family thinks it's better not to tell her.
Why is that better?
Chinese people have saying, when people get cancer, they die. We have to go to China.
Wedding is an excuse so everyone can see her.
He's my only cousin. Did you think I should be there?
You can't hide your emotions. If you go, 奶奶will find out right away.
Billy 呀，咋啦？咋不说话呢？今天人多齐呀，好久没这么聚了，奶奶就等着这一天呐。来，大口咬，哇，哈哈哈哈哈！
你觉得我们应该告诉奶奶吗？
太痛苦了吧？
如果她想说再见呢？
你告诉她就毁了她美好的心情，你说对吧？
搭到她的肩膀上。那时候我都怀疑我以后他俩在卧室能干啥呀？
So first of all, congratulations to all of you. This film is beautiful. I was laughing, I was crying, I was frustrated because I was trying to picture myself in this situation with my own family. So I was a wide range of emotions, and this is your own story. Was it difficult to put it out there and really be vulnerable to let everybody know and let everybody in?
Yeah, I think the challenge was trying to figure out whether my main responsibility was to the art and the film or to my family, who I love. And I had to navigate those two things because so often if I wanted to be truthful about something, it may not be something that my family wants out in the world. And so I was constantly going back and forth. I was writing what I knew, but I would also let my family read the script and kind of make sure that they were aware of what we were putting out there. And Ty and Diana obviously did their research and talked a lot with my parents to make sure that they were being respectful.
Absolutely generous, her parents, for us.
Today I will talk about if anyone do think my role was successful, I think your mom take big credit because she really opened up. She told me everything, something Lulu doesn't know.
That's true. I would always be on set and Ty would be like,
tell you.
I know, you both say that all the time.
Yeah, well, because they probably did a big smack talking session behind your back.
Yeah,
a week.
Not
one day.
Constantly. Ty would be like, well, you know your dad, but you don't know about this. I can't tell you.
They did.
True.
They really did. They did a big favor.
So y'all got the inside scoop. Okay, all right.
Yes.
They were very generous, let's put it that way.
Very generous.
Very generous, yes.
Yep.
As an audience member, I personally felt like I was your best friend in the movie and I was involved in your family. I was so into it.
Good.
Did you have a role in casting? Did you know that you wanted everybody around you to be in this movie?
Oh, of course. I mean,
All of it.
All of it, yeah. I mean, I would say, like, I'll give credit. My producers first brought up Awkwafina to me, and at the time, it was before Crazy Rich Asians, before Ocean's 8.
Well, I'd filmed those already.
You had filmed them,
They
right?
just didn't come out.
They hadn't come out, so I wasn't aware of her work in those films. But I was really familiar with her music work and things like that, and so it wouldn't have crossed my mind to consider her as the lead for a dramatic role until my producers brought up her name and she had read the script and we met, and she was terrific. She sent in a self-audition tape and she was terrific. And same, I cast a lot of the cast through audition tapes that I saw. I mean, Diana, I'd never met her. She was from Australia, and our casting director sent in her tape. Ty, of course, I knew forever, and he was one of the few people that I knew from the beginning. It's got to be Ty Ma. He's the only one. And when we met up, within like the first hour, I was calling him dad, and he was calling me daughter, and I was like, all right. And he was like, don't eat that. Put that down. Okay, you know what you should do? You're tired. You should. I was like, all right, you got the role, like, clearly.
It was fun, yeah, really, all of it.
When each of you received the script for the first time and you realized that it was going to be primarily in Mandarin, what was your reaction? Were you excited? Were you a little bit nervous about that? Because, I mean, it was
I'm
very
excited.
successful.
That's my first language.
I know. I was gonna say.
Lucky her, yeah.
Diana was probably.
She was correcting
She was
some of
on
my
cloud.
writing. She was like, I don't think it should be written that way. I was
Yes.
like, I can't read
She
it.
was on
You tell
cloud
me.
9.
Yeah.
I was very nervous. I did not grow up in a Chinese-speaking household, so I didn't grow up speaking a language. So, it's a hard language to learn. And
Can I say something just a little bit like Lulu's mom? When we were first table reading, she speak Chinese. I couldn't stop. I have tried hard. I couldn't stop laughing. But smart.
That's cold, man.
Look how smart she is. When the film come up, I was saying, oh my God, I can't believe she made like that good.
Yeah.
And then they will say, yeah, so cruel. We shouldn't say that, but that's true. She's so smart, and she worked hard. She's so beautiful.
Worked hard.
And the manner is
A for effort.
perfect. I said, look,
And A for
I have the right to that because I know anyone have a little accent I can tell, and her works are beautiful.
Mama Hu.
More than Mama.
不客气，真的很好，真的非常棒。
谢谢你。
She did good.
Good.
Show off.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud.
Yeah.
Even grandma said, I can't believe your manner is so good.
I know.
Smart.
Says the woman who didn't teach me anything growing up.
In the movie, each of you expressed a lot of emotion going into it, and especially you. This was the first drama role that everybody's going to get to see you in. Was it hard to put yourself in that position, and were you using your own experience to really pull from that because everything felt so real?
Yeah, it was very real. I was nervous about leading up my first movie. I was nervous about, acting dramatically. I'd never done those things before, but I think in a sense, I had been studying for this my whole life because I really can understand what it's like to be Billy. And it wasn't until I got there that I felt everything, that I felt the weight of what we're dealing with, that I thought about my own grandma, that there is no like, well, now you have to do this, and now you do, it just is. And I think that, even when I watched it back, I don't know how I came to some of those things because I was feeling such like genuine sadness. And I think like a performance, if anything, if there's not a connection to it, should have empathy. And I think that that's what all of my co-stars had with each other and with this story.
Yeah. I think it really helps to really be in Lulu's hometown.
Yes, that
with
made
her
it very
family
real.
being there, and they're so supportive and open about what we're doing.
Yep.
Which is really exciting, I mean, and also working with a Chinese cast.
Yep, and crew.
They were terrific. They were really.
We'd see Uncle on TV.
That's right. No,
We'd see Uncle on TV, man. It's awesome.
There's a lot of lessons throughout this movie that anybody can take from. Individually, what do you guys hope that the audience is going to take away from this film?
For me, I mean, I think that it's really a film that teaches us grace. I mean, that's certainly what I've learned through this journey of how do you disagree with somebody that you love, and how do you do it in a respectful way, and how do we honor our differences as opposed to it always being, in our world right now, which is so polarized, it's always about proving yourself to be right, which means someone else has to be wrong. And it's about like being able to hold the fact that there are multiple truths, and what's not right for you may be right for someone else, and it's not our place to always make that judgment.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're a family, and that's what I get out of it. Where everybody's talking about what they represent, how they do things, but at the end of the day, we're still one family.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank
The movie
you.
was absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
Isn't it wrong to lie?
It's a good lie. Most families in China would choose not to tell her.
你们说的啥呀？
他在英国学习，所以他会说英文。
结婚了吗？
She's dying. Can you be a little more sensitive?
What do you want from me? To scream and cry like you?
因为你把生命看成是个体的，这正是西方和东方的文化差异问题。东方人是把生命看作是集体的家庭。
I want to believe that is a good thing.
因为生活呀，不光是你去做什么，更是你如何去做。傻孩子。好多了，好多了，好多了，再来点气儿，再来点气儿。
The Farewell 为观众朋友们带来了东西文化的碰撞，而另一部电影可以说是点燃了漫威迷们的心，那就是《蜘蛛侠：英雄远征》了。 在这一次的影片中，蜘蛛侠将前往欧洲，开始新的征程。他遇到了更加强劲的对手和名为神秘客的英雄，可当他战胜对手，却发现自己似乎走进了另一个谜团。失去钢铁侠的帮助，小蜘蛛该怎样应对新的危机呢？相信影片会带给我们答案。本期对话好莱坞采访到饰演蜘蛛侠的情敌 Brad Davis 的演员 Remy Hii， 让他和我们一起分享一下参演超级英雄电影的经历。
Everywhere I go, I see his face. I just really miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
What?
I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work.
Because I am going on vacation.
Heads up. Nick Fury's calling you.
I don't really want to talk to Nick
Answer
Fury.
the phone.
Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
What up, dorks? What's up? We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo's.
Oh, I think MJ really likes me.
That reminds me when I first fell in love.
You're a very difficult person to contact, Spider-Man. This is Mr. Beck.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap to our hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do, and you're coming with us.
There's gotta be someone else you can use. What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel? Unavailable. But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
What do you want, Peter? I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ, I
am Spider-Man.
No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
You're right, you may not be ready, but this is my responsibility. Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die.
Oh my God. I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
You going to step up or not?
I gotta get you guys out of here! Get on the jet! Who are you? I work with Spider-Man.
You work for Spider-Man?
I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man.
I think that the amazing thing with superhero films is that you just get to play with stakes. Everything is so big and there's no limit to what you can do. And I mean, I think you see that in this film, especially with Mysterio, who is kind of like the mastermind of illusions, the CGI and some of the set pieces and the action and the locations that we went to in this film. I mean, my God, you know, we shot in some of the most beautiful cities and places around the world. And I don't know if I could have done that if it wasn't, you know, if it wasn't going to be an amazing superhero film like this. And so being able to share scenes with Tom Holland, it was amazing. Yeah, and I've got a great character in Brad Davis. We're both trying to one-up each other to get the girl. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun scenes. You know, I think it was just the nature of shooting on location overseas in some really remote locations where the days are really long. So yeah, I mean, we were training quite a lot, about 6 days a week. We had an amazing trainer, David Kingsbury, who worked us all out over in London, making sure that we were like at peak physical condition to be able to like deal with the demands, because there was a lot of running around. Like you see us when stuff's going down, when things are exploding, we just have to run and run and run, like take after take after take. So yeah, I mean, look, we're not flipping around and jumping off things like Tom Holland is. I mean, he's a real life superhero. But yeah, no, I think everyone got put through their pieces on this one. Yeah, that was last night at the premiere. That was amazing, man. That was truly a pinch myself moment. I was surrounded by the best crew. I like some amazing friends who all came out to see it with me. And it was so cool. I mean, we're at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Like, it's an iconic place to hold a premiere. And it was like, yep, there we are. There I am. Oh, God. I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I don't want to speak on behalf of Amy Pascal, anyone at Sony or Marvel. I'm not treading on any toes, but the more the merrier, man. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a showdown between Venom and Spider-Man. They were the comic books that I grew up reading, so yeah, that'd be pretty cool to watch. Yeah, so that's a really interesting question. We didn't get to see a script. The security was super tight on this one because, like, if anything got out, like, you know, obviously that would be huge. So it was a really interesting process to work around, you know, given like the little bits of information that we had to go on. So it was a thing like day by day. We'd get like our bits just like piece by piece. And so it was kind of crazy. Like the whole shoot was shrouded in mystery. So it was a lot of fun in that respect. Yeah, crazy way of working though. Yeah. I'm open to all offers. I think that it's an amazing time as an Asian performer in Hollywood right now because there are so many cool things that we're finally being given the opportunity to do and play that aren't like relegated to the best friend or like the stereotype. And I think that the market is like, and you know, you guys, the fans and consumers, like everyone's embracing diversity on screens at the moment. So I'm just really excited to see what's out there, you know, next. Yeah, anything. Hi, I'm Remy Hii, and you're watching iCiTi TV.
Whoa, cool.
What is that? I don't know. What are you gonna do? I left my suit in the hotel room. Why? Because I'm on vacation, Ned. Everyone's gonna see my face. Just get them out of here. Go! Just go! No, you don't. You okay?
本期的对话好莱坞到这里就要结束了。如果电视机前的你还想了解更多最新的影视资讯的话，就请登录iCiTinews.com。我是美晨，让我们下期再会。
You're welcome.
You look pretty too.
Oh my gosh, opera glasses.
So cute.
Can I?
Want to go in on a pair?
You mean let's sit next to each other?
Yeah.
Parker, are you in position?
No.
Okay. No,
Why the hell
you
not?
don't want to sit next to me, or no, you just don't want to take us?
I didn't mean that. If you go ahead, I'll go grab us a pair.
Okay.
Parker.
No, I'm coming.